At the end of this lecture, we would have added a box trigger around the nose of the jet, which will help us figure out whether or not the player wants to enter the vehicle or the jet. And we would have also created event handlers on the trigger to handle characters' entry and exit actions. So for this video, we are simply going to add a message to the screen. We'll use a print string to figure out whether the player is looking at the jet, he is inside the trigger, the intentions are clear, he might want to enter. Right? So we'll just put a string on the screen. We'll just print a string on the screen saying that okay, press E to enter the vehicle, right? And when he moves out, that print string should go away. All right, as simple as that. So in the future, we will replace that print string with the UMG code where the notification will show up telling the player that press E to enter the vehicle. And when he moves out of the trigger, the same notification will go away. So we'll keep that system handy. So when we get to that point, we'll replace that with our own UMG code. Let's get on to this. So back in the editor, open your Seahawk underscore BP, the blueprint for Seahawk, and let's add a box trigger or a box collision, right? And let's call this jet entry, or we'll just call this trigger underscore jet entry. Okay. Now let's position this first. It's sitting right in the middle. So we'll just bring this down here somewhere, 340. All right, 340 on the X here. And now let's change the box extent. Let's see, I will increase the box extent to somewhere, I think 105. Let's say make 105, right? And let's make the Y to be 405. Okay, so even if the player is standing by the wing side here, by either of the wings, then he's supposed to get the notification. And also let's give it a height of 125, which should amply cover the height of the player. Now if you look at the height from the ground and also where the player reaches the jet, so this is where he reaches the jet. So his forehead or his face is touching the wing, which is fine. So 125 is slightly above the player's head, so if there is a taller character, he can also get detected. But in either case, since he's going to be coming in from the ground, so it is definitely going to detect it. And maybe I think we should just increase. If I can just say in trigger entry, if I can just say hidden in game, compile and play, that I can see the trigger. I think I should make this touch the ground, right? Yeah, it's okay, that's fine. Alright, so now let's go over to the collisions presets and let's change the preset to custom, right? We want to ignore everything but the camera. We just need, not the camera, I'm sorry, the pawn. Our character is a pawn and we just want the pawn to be detected by this trigger. Alright, so if you select trigger here instead of custom, if you select trigger, see what happens. Everything turns into an overlap. All the responses turn into an overlap. Just the visibility turns into an ignore. We don't want all of these channels to be turned on for this trigger. We just need the pawn to be turned on for this trigger. So if you go to custom and say ignore first, ignore all, and then just select the pawn for overlap and not block. Okay, this is just a trigger. Right, now let's go over to event graph and let's get rid of all of these bubbles, they annoy me. Now let's go down and let's say on component begin overlap, right? Alright, so let's do the basic thing here. Let's first get the other actor. If there is an overlap, if it detects an overlap, first let's check for the actor. We'll say cast to third person character, which is our character. And if that's so, if it's indeed a third person character, then we will simply print string and we will add the message here. We'll say press E to enter the vehicle, right? Now let's try this out. So if I hit play, I have this trigger not hidden on game. So if I enter this trigger, I should be getting a string printed. Press E to enter the vehicle, right? We don't have an exit overlap or end overlap. So if I click on end overlap here, and we again check for cast to third person character, and this would be, let's add another simple string message here. Say player moved, player not intending to enter or intending to enter vehicle, right? Compile, save. Let's try this out. Okay, I'm gonna enter. Player, press E to enter the vehicle. Exit, player not intending to enter vehicle. Great. Right, so we have those string messages and we know that the triggers are working, and it's only going to work for the pawn character, nothing else. Alright, so that's it for this video. The trigger works and also it prints. Okay, so we'll see you in the next video where we start adding those notification messages by adding a UMG widget and stuff. Thank you.